longer in the same spot no more. I guess this is even closer now. Call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Giving all honors to the great Abishai, the great I am, the possessor of heaven and earth, and of the spirits of heaven and earth. Giving all honors to the great Yahweh Shai, the Adonai, the Mashiach, the light of this world, his son that sits on his right hand, his right hand man, you know what I'm saying? And the one that pleaded his blood, no, the one that died and became his father's right arm, and the one that pleaded his blood over Israel, the only nation granted for salvation, my Redeemer, my Comforter, and my salvation, and my strength. That's right. Giving all respect and all honors to GMS Millstone, who revealed this truth to me, you know what I'm saying, and who opened my eyes, and who put me in a direction, and I'm doing the same thing that they doing, you know what I'm saying, and, giving all respect to King Yahweh the Maccabees, giving all respect to, GMS South Carolina, you know what I'm saying, giving our respect to GMS Son of Light, Apostle Tahar, of course, the leaders of GMS Millstone, the high priest and the high apostles like Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, GMS South Carolina is one of them, you know what I'm saying, giving respect to Malcolm, aka GMS Maccabean Spirit. You can go visit his channel, IWAM IBAD, high priest. I think he is from GMS Millstone. But I'm going to look more into him, you know what I'm saying, and giving our respect and honors to the rest of the churches that follow GMS Millstone, you know what I'm saying, and don't change the doctrine, who push this truth and only this truth across the four corners of the world, and giving our respect to the men on the highways and byways, you know what I'm saying, preaching and pushing and risking your life to do so, you know what I'm saying, and much honor and much respect to you guys. You guys are the, you know what I'm saying, you guys on fire, you guys are lit, you know what I'm saying, through all of us following GMS Millstone, you know what I'm saying, and all of us which are the hopeful elect, you know what I'm saying, aka the hopeful 1/3, because we don't know who's elected, we don't know who's chosen by God, you know what I'm saying, so most of us is just hoping that we are, at the same time, we want to know who the chosen are too, so, with that much respect to the hopeful elect, you know what I'm saying, shout out to the Akim and Aqua, the few men and women that do listen, you know what I'm saying, and join in the body to push the truth 144%, welcome, you know what I'm saying, it's a change of scenery, you know what I'm saying, I'm over here now, had to find a new little spot for the highways and byways, you feel me, back down here in the ghettos, even though right there by the motel was considered ghetto, but, you're like 5 minutes away from the rich homes, so, but this is kind of the same way, but the environment, is in the ghettos and Jacob's ghettos, you know what I'm saying, trap houses, gangbangers, whatever, you know what I'm saying, we deeper in the rabbit's hole, we got a lot of events going on, with that, let's just, whip out this Bible, we can get straight to it, hang on, y'all. It's a beautiful day, nice and hot, and it's been like that, that's good. Trying to make it look like spring, trying to at least give people some comfortability, you know what I'm saying, from the things that's been happening lately, so yeah, try to make it look like, you know what I'm saying, it's something but it's not, saying peace, peace when there is no peace, you know what I'm saying, it's just, not right, it's just, madness, you know what I'm saying, so with that, we're gonna get into some of these good biblical scriptures, and we could go to, well, actually, I'm not gonna start at Luke, because that's where I'm at right now, because the Bible causes you to go in and out, and preach and go do different things, you know what I'm saying, you like history, you know what I'm saying, but stay on track with the book, stay on track with GMS Millstone, don't be sitting up there going to ISUPK and listening to everybody else. Go to GMS Millstone and only listen to them. Do not mix the water and wine together, okay? Don't ever do that. That's stupid, and I'm getting tired of saying that too, you know what I'm saying? Whoa, we could go to Joel. I like Joel, Let's go. It's really short too, but let's get to it. It doesn't matter. We go. We move forward. And it's a fear thing too. So it'll only be so long for, you know what I'm saying. I just can't stand it. I can't stand it to where I say, oh, I'm not gonna do nothing. And the Most High, He get up and He make me go do it. It's not me that's in control at all. It says the word, we in Joel chapter 1, verse 1. Ooh, a nice little spot where I can rest. Now, I'm going to stand my ground. It's the battlefield. I got to remember. The word of the Lord that came to Joel, the son of Pethuel. Hear this, you elders, and give all ear, you inhabitants of the land. Has anything like this happened in your days? Nope, nothing has happened like this in my days. Nope, Vegas ain't never been asleep before, so right. Or even in the days of your fathers. Tell your children about it. Let your children tell their children, and their children another generation. Right. So they can always remember and know the truth. What the chewing locust left, the swarming locust has eaten. Right. So the Most High is talking about how the locust, it's two different types of locusts in the Bible, okay? So you got the white man, that's the locust, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the other flip side of the locust, which is the actual locust, you know what I'm saying? So that's why that's why the Lord says, it says, what the chewing locust left, the swarming locust has eaten. What the swarming locust left, the crawling locust has eaten. And what the crawling locust left, the consuming locust has eaten. It's true. You know what I'm saying? Because we seen the locusts last summer, you know, this previous summer that just came past, they swept through, you know what I'm saying? They came and we saw the proof, we saw the plague, you know what I'm saying? We saw the pandemic of the locusts. You know, we know that Egypt is getting plagued out, and we know that the locust is destroying a lot of West Africa, I do believe, and a lot of India, and a lot of China. They're getting plagued, you know what I'm saying? And they're wondering if the locust itself is a pandemic, you know what I'm saying? Because the way they spread it, and how they're moving, they're crossing over cities, you know what I'm saying? And they looking like clouds, you know what I'm saying, over the city, you know? And they pestilence, and they destroying, and they eating everybody crops up. So it's telling them, you know what I'm saying, when these rich people, aka these drunkards, finally wake up and realize how much damage has been done to America, they gonna wail, they gonna cry, they gonna scream, because the damage is irreversible, you know? So it says, awake, you drunkards, and weep, and wail, all you drinkers of wine, because of the new wine, for it has been cut off from your mouth. Meaning that nobody knows the truth except for the ones that God gave it to. As simple as that. Because of the new wine. So if you knew Jesus Christ, you don't know who Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is. That's right, it's powerful. For it has been cut off from your mouth, for a nation has come up against my land, strong and without number. His teeth are the teeth of a lion, and he has the fangs of a fierce lion. Meaning that he got major weaponry. He got a lot of guns and stuff prepared for this World War III, and when it comes to America. He has laid waste my vine and ruined my fig tree. You know what I'm saying? He destroyed the black people and the Mexicans and the Indians, and then the white man didn't restore them back to their original rulership. You know, see, people get disrespected by racism. You know what I'm saying? Not having a total understanding of what it really is. You know what I'm saying? And how it really goes. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. It's just what it's labeled as. You know what I'm saying? So we not being racism. You know what I'm saying? We're not being racist. You know, we just get into the point, and you know, and we get into the ones that did what they did, you know what I'm saying, and get into history and telling you guys what had happened, you know what I'm saying? Because these people that used to own the land, they still here, and they haven't got their land back because somebody is truly occupying it. You know what I'm saying? You always got, you know what I'm saying, the white man and his cars and stuff, you know, patrolling and locking down their ghettos and locking down their neighborhoods, constantly on watch. They don't really own anything. They just work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad to see our people so down and so low, living in desolate places, like God said. Sure, even I had to return to such places because, you know, in the rich neighborhoods, they don't really like a lot of black people up in there. You know what I'm saying? You got to really look a certain way. You got to kind of look whitewashed. You got to kind of look harmless. You can't have all them tattoos. You know what I'm saying? You can't be yourself, you know, because, hey, the white man, he don't like all of that. You can't be like that. You can't be like yourself. You got to be like him. You know, so, you know, most I was like, if you're going to start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Go and retrace your footsteps. You know, so spiritually, you know, that's what I did, and I ended up here. And now this is a new location, back in the ghettos with my brothers and sisters, because that's where I belong. I belong with them, you know? It says, awake you drunkards and weep, and wail all you drinkers of wine, because of the new wine. For it has been cut off from your mouth, for a nation has come up against my land, strong and without number. His teeth are the teeth of a lion, and he has fangs of a fierce lion. He has wasted my vine and ruined my fig tree. He has stripped it bare and thrown it away. Its branches are made white, meaning that he destroyed these black people and these Mexicans and these Indians, and he killed them and he destroyed them to the point to where the Most High, hey, he want that blood money back from that slave trade. You know what I'm saying? And it was worldwide. You know what I'm saying? You can only imagine what people could do to a person. You know what I'm saying? If the person that's in control of everything ain't looking, you know what I'm saying? Like two little brothers fighting, and one big brother keep punching on another brother. When the father turned his back, and when the father turned back around, they not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's really how it is. You know, for the black people against the other nations. You know, they getting bullied in secret. You know, well at least they thought it was in secret, but the father knows everything. It says, lament like a virgin girded with sackcloth for the husband of her youth. The grain offering and the drink offering has been cut off from the house of the Lord. The priests mourn who minister to the Lord. The field is waste. The land mourns, meaning that the dollar getting cut off. They don't got no more food. You know what I'm saying? And it's only a matter of time before America can no longer hide what they've done out in the nations and what they've done to their own people. You know, because you got a lot of white people that ain't evil. You know what I'm saying? That really want to know what's going on. You know, you got a lot of these guys, we call them, ooh, that's a big old jewel. You know, but it's the spring. We got a lot of these guys, they call them, gotta get out. They like big old buses, you know what I'm saying? They'll smack you. Then we go to somewhere else to let these June bugs do their thing, you know? I don't want to get smacked by one of these creatures. They hard. They like little flying rocks, you know? So we can go right here. Highways and byways. You know, ain't nobody down here right now, you know? But it's, who cares? You know, like the Most High said, you know, study to show that, search the truth for yourself. That's right. It says, lament like a virgin girded with sackcloth for the husband of her youth. The grain offering and the drink offering have been cut off from the house of the Lord. The priests mourn who minister to the Lord. The field is waste. The land mourns, for the grain is ruined. The new wine is dried up and the oil fails. Meaning that they don't know no knowledge. Nobody really know what's going on unless they acquire from GMS Millstone, or they acquire from the, you know what I'm saying, from the men that follow. You know what I'm saying? It says, be ashamed, you farmers, wail, you vine dressers, for the wheat and the barley, because the harvest of the field has perished. The vine has dried up, and the fig tree has withered, the pomegranate tree, the palm tree also, and the apple tree. You know what I'm saying? So it's talking about how the Most High has weakened the breadbasket, aka China. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, different sectors of different cities are shutting down, like California, under a great shutdown. They got to find out what they're going to do with that typhus disease, and it's supposedly COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of not, it's a real plague boiling up over there. And if they don't do something about it, then the whole city is fucked. It's pretty much screwed. So like it for my cursing, it's pretty much, it already is pretty much screwed, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, they gotta at least look like they doing something about it, you know what I'm saying? Because a white man, he don't really want to go down there and throw out all the rats from the sewer. You know how much work that takes? He don't want to go down there and unclog them fatbergs from the sewer, you know what I'm saying? Because the sewer is clogged and it's infested. So when you clean the bums up, you got to go and clean everything else up, you know what I'm saying? Or you clean the poor up, because they the poor. So like for calling them bums, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get mad at them too, you know what I'm saying? I do, you know? But I know that it's not their fault, you know? Well, some of the things is our fault, but a lot of stuff that we go through, some of this stuff, you know, no, we did it to ourselves. And let me not take that back. We did it to ourselves. It says, the vine has dried up and the fig tree is withered. The pomegranate, the palm tree also, and the apple tree. It says all the trees of the field are withered. Meaning that it ain't no more money, it ain't no more food. You know what I'm saying? Famine is coming. You know, the Most High sent the cricket plague to America to tell, you know what I'm saying, the rest of us that the famine is coming. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got the message. You know what I'm saying? We know what's going on. You know, but guess what? The world don't. Guess what? The rest of the people who worship Jesus Christ don't. You know what I'm saying? They follow the white man so much, it blinds them for what they believe, and it covers their eyes. You know what I'm saying? So they think that what they see is what they see. You know what I'm saying? And God in time, he's going to say that what they see is what they see. Let them believe in a lie. You know what I'm saying? The strong delusion. Jesus Christ doctrine, when everybody knows that Jesus Christ is the slave driver. He's the white man. That's the white man. You don't kneel to a man figure. No, you don't. Surely joy has withered away from the sons of men. Meaning the sons of men are the white people who own the world now, who own China, who own Russia, who own America, who own India. You know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying? Real statements, real history. Gird yourselves and lament, you priests. Meaning that all of the false prophets that's out there teaching like Creflo Dollar, Peter Popper, T.D. Jakes, you know what I'm saying? People like them, those people are starting to get the signs of the times because the churches are closed. You know what I'm saying? So now a lot of people are wishing and hoping when all of this is going to get rebooted and be up and running. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us are wishing and hoping, you know what I'm saying? We know that our freedom is near. We know that when the jobs collapse, the yoke of iron will break and we'll be free. You know what I'm saying? But the white man don't want to let the people go. The money too good. The slavery too good. It's just too good right now. And he's saying right now I'm trying to get everybody under this chip. You know what I'm saying? And get everybody subjected under my rule. You know what I'm saying? This can't happen under my watch. This can't. Even though he can't do nothing about God. He can't do nothing about God. He can't. It says, gird yourselves and lament, you priests. Well, you who minister before the throne. Meaning that a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, we know the truth and we crying. We scared. You know what I'm saying? We know what's coming. It says, come, lie all night in sackcloth. You who minister to my God. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. We're lying in shame. We sad. Some of us are being called to the truth, and we got to clean up. We got to get better. We want to join GMS, but can't. You know what I'm saying? Because we not perfect yet. You know what I'm saying? Those of us that are not perfect, we striving to become like them. You know what I'm saying? And like God, like Yahushua said, the only one that's perfect is the Lord. So nobody is perfect. But you know, GMS, they got it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and if they're 144,000, we follow their laws. We drop everything that we're doing and we move forward with them. It's the truth. We got to be purged. We got to be rebuked to become a better and cleaner man. That's the truth, y'all. So, you know, hey, man, whether you like it or not, they telling the truth. And I respect it. Like they say, a real man gonna respect rebuke. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I respect that. And I invite it because I know that I need all the rebuke and all the shame. I'm not a holy person. I'm not an upright person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good person, yeah, and all of that, but it's certain perks, you know what I'm saying? Like God said, whether you good or bad, you know what I'm saying? Are you without sin? You know what I'm saying? No, you know. So, you know, it's a lot of things that those of us need to work on to be better and to do better and to seek God for yourself. Seek Yahweh Shem Yahshai for yourself. Don't just sit there and watch the elders and ask all these questions. Go out there, do the work, clean yourself up. Go out there, do the work, you know what I'm saying? Read the book, go study, do history. That way you know that is the truth. That way you know if the truth is there for you and the prophets, they never lie anyway, so you're going to find out that they're not a lie the more you study. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, without all further ado, those of us that are listening to my truth that are men, you know what I'm saying? Because a woman can't push the plow, but a man can. You know what I'm saying? She could be out there and watching, you know what I'm saying? But the man has to do it because the men have to step up for the war. You know what I'm saying? And the women, they gonna follow, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's more to do with the man, you know what I'm saying? Because in order to even fight the war that's coming, you know what I'm saying? Hey, these men got to get up. They got to do something about it, you know? They got to get up and get prepared, you know? And so many are called, but few answer, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like the Lord say, they still don't care, you know? And what else? So I can to chop it up, you know? Like to get my own little breakdown, you know? It says, gird yourselves and lament, you priests. Well, you who minister before the altar. Come and lie all the night in sackcloth, you who minister to my God. You know what I'm saying? So the prophets are calling the Most High by his true name, and he's answering. As simple as that. For the grain offering and the drink offering are withheld from the house of your God. Consecrate a fast, call a sacred assembly. Gather the elders and all the inhabitants of the land. And into the house of your Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, your God. Because we know his name ain't just God. God can mean many gods. You got to be specific. Do you worship the God of Ra? Do you worship the God of Isis? Do you worship the God of Buddha? No, I mean, do you worship Buddha, Salakia? Because they are the false gods. Do you worship Jesus? You know what I'm saying? Who do you worship? Because God can mean many gods. You know, and intelligence is deep.
So a lot of people would take that as disrespect other than as correction or advice, you know. It says, and cry out to the Lord. It says, alas for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Is it not the food cut off before your eyes? That's what the Lord is saying. Is it not the money collapsing? Ain't the food going away? Ain't the stores closing down? Ain't everything crashing? And the Lord is laughing at the white man because he knows that he doubts it, you know. Even to his own people, these Negroes, these Mexicans, and these Indians, the original natives of the land, they laugh at that too. You know, they don't believe what is happening, but it's happening, you know. It says, joy and gladness from the house of your God, of our God. Is it not the food cut off from your eyes, joy and gladness from the house of Yahweh? No, this ain't nothing good. This ain't nothing happy. And they all think that Jesus is coming to get them. So that's why he says that. Joy and gladness from the house of our God. That's why they say that, because you think who you worship is who you worship when you didn't do enough study. God is not easy, okay? God ain't gonna just say all of them come into my house. No, God don't say that. That's not how he speaks. It says, the seeds shrivel under the clods. Storehouses are in shambles, meaning that they houses, look, barns are broken down. For the grain is withered, meaning that they don't have no more food in Africa to even send us. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no more oil, no more shoes, you know, because different manufacturers are these different nations. You know, the main manufacturer is China, but the other nations are in subjection to America. So they serve America. They are servants to America because America is the owner of the world currently, you know. And he's talking to America when he says that, you know. He's mocking the white man. He's mocking him because he's trying to play God but can't. He's starting to find out it's real difficult to be God. It ain't easy, man. And when you say you're going to do it, God is like, you better do it. If not, I'm going to kill your ass and the rest of your race. That's what he desires. That's what he wants. Hey, it's the truth. You got a lot of white people come up to me, that's not true, shut the fuck up, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Well, if you do go do your studies and stop sitting here lying to yourself, you would know history and you would know the Bible going hand in hand. They just go link up for you. Hey, shit, it's best off you just keep getting mad because you're not going to want to know this shit. You're not going to want to know it. It says storehouses are in shambles, meaning that the stores are closed right now. You're talking about retail apocalypse. That's what God is talking about. You got to be deep and you got to study and know this shit. I mean, not deep as in bugging out. You know what I'm saying? Not deep as in too deep like the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, floated down from the sky. He just came and he visited me. And he was just here. He just went back up. That kind of shit, that kind of deep, weird shit. No, nigga, get that weird shit out here talking about, oh, I had a dream that the angels came and visited me, and the angel Michael told me that I was chosen. And I woke up, and when I woke up from my sleep, you know, he was still there out of the dream. He was still standing there. Man, shut the fuck up. Nigga, y'all ass lying. Get your bugged out ass the fuck up out of here. We're not dealing with no bug outs. We're dealing for people who want to seek salvation. Thank you. Nobody care about the crap. GMS South Carolina was drilling them yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I respect him, you know what I'm saying? Because he's doing the right thing. The angels of the Lord, they're doing the right thing. You gotta respect them and who they are. They might not consider themselves the angel of the Lord, but I do. It says, storehouses are in shambles, barns are broken down. Meaning that the sun is frying the shit out of their soil, you know, because they don't belong on the land. So God is giving them that eviction. You are evicted off the land. Your rent, you can't pay your rent. You don't want to even pay your workers. You don't even want to take care of the cities. You don't want to take care of the land. You don't want to take care of the ground. You barely taking care of the food. You counterfeit the food into a GMO and then serve it to the people so you can save more crops for your old ass self. You know what I'm saying? Even though a man died, and when a man died, he take nothing with him. And the next man come and get all his possessions and still don't give a fuck. That's why the Most High said, I'm going to require your soul this night, white man. Because you would rather save the harvest for yourself rather than giving it away to the people that truly deserve it. The people that worked in the fields ain't getting paid and the war is over. It says, because the Lord is a businessman. That's what people don't understand. That's why he's saying one of his passages, I got to look up the chapter, it says, for 3 transgressions and then get in 4, I will not turn away their judgment. He's counting their sins. He's counting their transgressions. Little do they know. It says, alas for the day of the Lord is at hand, meaning that we excited because we can't wait till all this shit crumble away. We can't wait till it fall and it can't get back up again. We don't hope for it to keep up and running. We hope for it to decay and to fall. This is the end of Nebuchadnezzar's dream, and the feet of iron and clay about to crumble. It says, it shall come as destruction from the Almighty. Is it not food? Is not the food cut off before your eyes? Right. And people still wouldn't admit the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's not the food cut off before your eyes. Joy and gladness from the house of Yahweh. The seed shrivels under the clods, meaning that the white niggas is going into their soil, and the soil look like boo-boo, my nigga. It's not giving anything. Even the soil in Vegas, you can see the soil is not giving up nothing. Nothing is yielding anymore. The earth don't want to take care of this man no more. It's the truth. You gotta understand history and how reckless they was. They thought, Christopher Columbus thought by killing all the natives that it would do some good and it would bring in more natives to work on the land. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's wrong, you don't play God with people that already got a God. Thank you. You know, and the white people, due to their generations and them being broken down from history to history, guess what? The same thing happened to the slaves. It happened to them. They forgot too. It's no problem. It's nothing wrong with it. But you will remember. They forefathers did some shit and it's coming out. It says how the animals grown. Woo! Because you got fishes that are hopping up out of the sea begging for help. You got animals that are falling out of the sky because of 5G and chemicals in the sky like that. Look that nasty ass shit. Chemtrail. Because it's too hot for their white skin once you go back to where you came from. You don't belong in America. America's a hot, heated, tropical place for the natives that dwell here. You know what I'm saying? Over time, you know what I'm saying, when it was forest and all of that, and it was natives and the Mexicans and them was living in peace, they didn't die, they didn't burn to death because they was in a right habitat, okay? Why you think back in the days a lot of people used to die from common colds? Because the people that was dying from them didn't belong here. Even a common cold from a foreign land can kill you. It's the same way with coronavirus, bringing it from a foreign land to another foreign land to people who aren't even exposed to it. Why you think they give vaccines so your body can be already exposed to it? But these vaccines kill you even more. It says we're gonna close out in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get to work soon, but I wanted to get this started. You know, get on the block. You know, see my surroundings, see what I'm working with. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord said, just bring it out now, because the family of the word is coming. The Lord said, I'm about to start talking, so he don't really care about everybody else. He care about those who seeking him. That's all he care about. You know, the church is closed, so who is really seeking God right now? That's what God is looking at. The niggas out there on the highways and byways, you'll see the ones who seeking God, and you see the ones who ain't. It's the truth. We got some people that's indoors that is studying, though. More power to them. More power to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they cities are locked down and stuff is happening. But, you know, you got those that ain't on the block, they ain't doing the work, but they can show step to you and tell you about how they feel, you know? We don't care about that. You don't even got a Bible in your hand. You don't have no history. You don't have nothing. You're just talking. It says, how does animals grow? It says the herds of the cattle are restless because they have no pasture. Meaning that the herds of the cattle, it was one video I was watching of the farmers, and they had the ground desolate, and it was like a small little pond, and the cattle left the farm, and they went out into the forest to go find what they needed, and the farm no longer had it. You know what I'm saying? And they was all gathered to this one little small hole of water left, and they was drinking the fuck out of it, and they can't even take care of them, or the animals can't take care of themselves, so the farmers, they're going to go hand feed their animals now. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no grass, it ain't no ground. Even the flocks of sheep suffer punishment. And all of these verses can represent the animals of the world. They are the people of the world that God was talking about. And they suffer too, because just because they can't talk, you know what I'm saying, or they can't speak our languages, you know what I'm saying, they still the people of the world. These are still my other people that I created. If you lay a man down, and you lay an animal down, you x-ray them, they're gonna have the same bone structure. You know what I'm saying? But they have different spirits, but the same structure is the same. They just made it a different form. They're inspired from humans. No, from people, you know what I'm saying? From creation, because the body is the first creation. He created it first. That's why it's so advanced. And it can read, it can write, it can choose to forget. or even though it's hard to forget, you know, it can choose to forget, it can choose to remember. You know what I'm saying? It can create things and it can destroy things. The human body can do a lot of shit that animals can't do. So that's why God said how the animals grown. The herds of the cattle are restless because they have no pasture. Even the flocks of the sheep suffer punishment. So they literally going up to the white man begging for food, like, when you gonna feed us? When you gonna take care of us? The ocean is poison. Can you put us in another ocean? Woo, get them. The pastures don't have no grass. Can you regrow the grass? Hey, the sky got poison in it. Can you give us a new sky? And the white man is like, damn, I can't do everything that I said I was gonna do. And all the animals and everybody in the world like, man, you fucking suck. You fucking loser. That's what the nations are saying to the white man and his nation. Because the white man nation is America. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the nations are saying. You fucking suck. What we gonna do to your bitch ass? And they ganging up on them because they got them nuclear missiles. And America refuses to fix a treaty between the nations. So, hey, they getting ready for that WW3, boy. It's coming. It says, oh Lord, to you I cry out. That's right. For fire has devoured the open pastures, and a flame has burned all the trees of the field, meaning that the sun is going through a grand total minimum station where it won't stop burning out. It's at a point to where it's burning out so bad that it breaks the equinox. There is no seasons. It's only summer for the whole season. You know, but hey, let them keep playing. Let them keep not wanting to study. Oh, he's crazy and this and that. Hey man, I'm studying and I'm seeking God for myself. Are you? For the fire has devoured the open pastures, and a flame has burned all the trees of the field. The beasts of the field also cry out to you, white man. That's right, and it's double-sided. So if the beasts are crying out to the white man for help, they actually crying out to the original owners of the world for help. They need help, okay? The black men, the Mexicans, the Indian men, they got to stand up and defend their grounds, dog. The land that was stolen has to be given back. All of this land was stolen. Wides and wides and wides amount of land. They didn't reconcile. They got jacked. And we do it to each other to this day. You know what I'm saying? We steal and rob from each other because the land is here for us, but it's not yielding up. Somebody taking a shit. It says, for the water brooks are dried up and fire has devoured the open pastures. Slakia God. Oh, it's mad. It says, blow the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Meaning go and tell the people. Go and let them know. Go and let my people know. Them Negroes, the Mexicans, and the Indians that died in the slave trade, go let my people know. We don't care about the Caucasians and the whites. If you want to listen, you can. If you don't want to listen, you don't have to. Because y'all be insulting niggas and cussing niggas out anyway. You know, the white man, he don't have no respect. You know, and even some of my people don't. They don't care about this truth. They don't care about the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It says, blow the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. Right, be afraid, for the day of the Lord is coming. Hallelujah. For it is at hand, a day of darkness and gloominess, and of clouds and thick darkness. Like the morning cloud spread over the mountains, a people came great and strong. The like of whom has never been, nor will there ever be any such after them, even for many successive generations. A fire devours before them, and behind them a flame burns. The land is like the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Surely nothing shall escape them, meaning that America is they're going to go to war with Russia, China, India. This land is going to get ravaged. It says, surely nothing shall escape them. Right. Their appearance is like the appearance of horses, and like swift steeds, so they run. With a noise like the chariots, over mountaintops they leap. Like the noise of flaming fire that devours the stubble. Like a strong people set in battle array. Meaning that these black people are going to be sitting here celebrating and partying and shit. And they going to be sitting up here doing everything that they do daily. And they not going to know when the army run and bum rush they fucking ass. They going to be getting shot up while they out there in the park. They going to get shot up while they out there in the pools. They going to get shot up while they out here selling their drugs. They going to get shot up while they in the bed with their bitch. Because you wasn't prepared. And God caught you slipping. Because you got to understand, the white man is the left hand of God. You see him out there patrolling in the ghettos and shit, and always in Jacob's shit. He always in Jacob's shit, you know what I'm saying? always bothering them, always messing with them. But the day is coming where these black people, they gonna mess with you. But this shit is still wrong. Slakia. We're gonna close out right now just for the episode, you know what I'm saying? Just to get things started and set by ground here at a new post. It says, like the morning clouds spread over the mountains, a people came great and strong, the like of whom has never been, nor will there ever be such after them. Even for many successive generations, a fire devours before them and a flame burns. The land is like the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Surely nothing shall escape them. Their appearance is like the appearance of horses, and like swift steeds, so they run. With a noise like chariots, over mountaintops they leap. Like the noise of a flaming fire that devours the stubble, like a strong people set in battle array. So AKA, they talking about 144,000. You know, the white man got an army that's going to go against the Negroes. But the Lord said, I'm going to turn some of them into superhumans. You have yours, I got mine. That's how the Lord is. He playing cards with this white man. That's what he doing. And the white man, he think that he knows everything because God taught him. I taught him how to do these things, so do it, you know. But he think with such confidence, you know what I'm saying, since God taught me this, I'm going to follow through it. Not knowing that God is like, I didn't teach you everything. And this is where he's going to lose the chess game or the card game, you know. Or you can pretty much, you know, the world is like a chessboard. It really is. It ain't flat, though. It's round, but I'm saying the world is a chessboard, and the battle between the light and darkness is real. That shit is real. We just didn't know who was Satan and who was God in the story. We didn't know. Now we know. It says, before them, people writhe in pain. All the faces are drained of color. They run like mighty men. They climb the wall like men of war. Meaning that when they saw some of these children of the Lord get these powers, you know, nigga could jump, and he could jump 10 miles away with just one leap. You know what I'm saying? That is the true power of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the true God of this Bible. He gives you divine power for those of them he chose. It says everyone marches in formation, and when the 144,000 go to war with these white people and they clash with the nations, because the nation's going to run up on America whether they like it or not. It says everyone marches in formation, meaning that the niggas going to drop what they doing. The Mexicans and the Indians, the original natives of the land, and they're going to go and they going to move with the men of the Lord. And it says that they do not break ranks. They do not push one another. Everyone marches in his own column. It's going to be bad. Because these niggas think that they got real armies. No, you ain't never seen a real army like this before. Though they lunge between the weapons, and they are old army. They've been asleep for like at least like 500 to 600 years. This army that the Lord is talking about. Or actually, you know, Israel, we've been in and out of slavery. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no telling. Well, we've been asleep for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I can say. But, you know, like the prophet said, the white man been in rule for this age for 500 years. You know what I'm saying? It says, though they lunge between the weapons, they are not cut down. They run to and fro in the city. They run on the wall. They climb into the houses. They enter windows like a thief. Meaning that they was killing each and every one of them that didn't have the mark. Meaning that the white man, he played this game called Drag Me to Hell. So you got the forefathers that's dragging their children to hell, and their children are dragging the Negroes to hell. Negroes dragging the Mexicans to hell. It's a chain reaction. They pulling everything. It's tug of war. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to let go of the kingdom. So he's dragging everything down with him. You know? It's not out of racist. It's out of truth. When you do history, this is what it come out to be. And a lot of people don't like hearing it because it's the way, it's its true form. They would rather you to tell them something cute and cuddly. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Jesus Christ coming, and we all gonna believe with him when he comes. That's a lie. The earthquakes before them. The heavens tremble. The sun and moon grow dark, meaning that God is coming. And the stars diminish their brightness. The Lord gives voice from before his army. Yup, you're going to hear him come from heaven, and you're going to hear him. He gonna be talking in Hebrew, and he's going to give the go to kill. And these black people going to touch their oppressor. As simple as that. The Lord gives voice before his army, for his cap is very great. GMS Millstone, boy. For strong is the one who executes his sword. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. Who can endure it? Right. Now, because he got an army of superhumans waiting, because they know, the Lord know, like Area 51, Area 52, Area 53, Area 54. These are test labs for these superhumans that they got ready for the war. Because they know these niggas, some of these niggas ain't gonna need guns, dog. They gonna be socking niggas out. Now therefore says the Lord, turn to me with all your heart, with fasting and weeping and with mourning. So rend your heart and not your garments. Return to the Lord your God, Yahweh Hashem Shai, for he is gracious and merciful. That's right. Slow to anger and great of kindness, and he relents from doing harm. Who knows if he will turn and relent? Right. We even praying to be protected. We even praying for mercy, because we still stuck here too. And leave a blessing behind him, a grain offering and a drink offering for the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai, your God. Exactly. What would you give to the Lord your God to turn away his wrath? That's what the Bible is saying. Blow the trumpet in Zion, consecrate a fast, call an assembly, call a sacred assembly, gather the people, sanctify the congregation, assemble the elders, gather the children and the nursing babes. Let the bridegroom go out from his chamber, and the bride from her dressing room. Let the priests who minister to the Lord weep between the porch and the altar. That's GMS Millstone and those who follow. Let them say, spare your people, O Yahweh, and do not give your heritage to reproach, that the nation should rule over them. Right, thank you. Why should they say among the peoples, where is their God? Thank you. And with that, we're going to close out for a little bit, because I got to get to work, you know what I'm saying? I got to go back to the house and, prepare, get ready to go to work and bust it down. I'm going to come back out on Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take care of it and get it out the way, still push the plow, still, go and seek the Most High with all your wisdom and understanding. The first law is to fear the Most High with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your soul. You know what I'm saying? And the second law is love your neighbor as much as you love yourself. Not the white man as in speaking. You know what I'm saying? We've been told to have respect towards them. Don't disrespect them. You know what I'm saying? Just let them know what's going on. They don't have to acquire no more. Nobody has to come up no more. The feminine word is almost here. We know that they're going to turn off the internet soon. And with that, call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Ba, and Shalom. See y'all on the next episode, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy y'all day. I'm out. Be right back soon.